So you've got financial uncertainty. So maybe that job that you're doing right now is not very permanent, and you're worried that you might lose it, or you might need to change jobs. So you're very, very uncertain about where you stand from a financial point of view. Now, new insights and clarity have come to you, or will be coming to you soon, to help you sort through these problems. But all in all, your plans are progressing nicely. You've got a lot of growth going on as well, but you're very anxious about what is to come in the future. Now, in the past, there may have been some theft going on over here. Now, this could be theft of items that you had, so maybe something was stolen from you, or it could be theft of ideas. So it's very important for you to keep a close watch on your things, or even a close watch on your ideas as well, because people can tend to steal that as well. And you might be dealing with situations very unrealistically. So there's unrealistic expectations. You need to be practical about what you want, and be grounded. Don't expect too much, or know how you need to progress, rather than just having these big ideas and not having any grounding for it. So it's very important to talk to people and ask them how things are done, or how to get forward in a progressive way, rather than having unrealistic expectations. Now, in the future coming up, you might have something to deal with legally, so dealings with the law. It doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It just could be that you may have to sign some documents, or it might be some kind of legal thing that you're trying to sort through. You also have overstretched resources over here, so make sure you're watching your spending and tightening your belt, watching the pennies. You don't want to end up overspending and finding out that you don't have any finances, especially if you have financial uncertainty going on. So make sure you're watching, curbing your spending as well. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So this is the Modern Spellcasters Tarot, and I'm going to use that for the main read. So you've got the Four of Swords over here, and you're feeling very alone, very isolated, very unsupported. You also feel like everybody is pressurizing you to do things, and they want things from you, and they're not giving you that help or that guidance on how to do things. And you feel like everybody's very aggressive around you. They want you to get things done, and they want you to get it done now, and they're sending you messages, and there's a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of stress that is going on in your life right now. And it's taking its toll on you. It's probably affecting your health. It's you're getting some kind of stress-related illnesses going on as well. So you're very stressed out right now, and there's a lot of pressure, and a lot of people breathing down your back to get things done. They might be sending, like I said, a lot of messages, text messages, or pushing you forward, trying to get something out of you. And it's like you've had enough. And they're not there really to support you. They're not looking out for your best interests. So that's the energies that you're dealing with at this particular moment. So what's happening with you? You've got the Nine of Pentacles over here. Now you are, you've been working very hard for yourself. You've been sorting out everything. You've got the Nine of Pentacles over here. So being financially independent. So, you could have, you're still climbing that career ladder and starting off by yourself. Maybe that's the case, and you're taking on all these responsibilities. You've got this squirrel with a little cap on his head over here. So, you're trying to save money, but it's not really getting over there. This woman doesn't look very, very happy. You're trying to build on solid foundations. You're trying to save things. You're trying to make sure that, you have enough, but maybe that is not quite working out exactly how you're planning. Maybe, you're overspending and not realizing. So there's something unrealistic going on over here, where you're not really in touch with your spending versus how much of money you get in. So your in going out is not balancing out. And you've got the King of Swords over here. So there's some kind of legal issue that you are facing over here. You're waiting for a judgment of some sort. With the King of Swords, it's usually about legal matters that you are dealing with and waiting for some kind of resolution to a problem by means of legalities. So you are waiting for something to come through. And you can see with this Nine of Pentacles, she's sitting and waiting. And there's something that hasn't come to light with the squirrel's face being covered over here. There might be some facts or information that has not come to light, and you're waiting for, maybe it's this decision that you're waiting for before you start making any kind of move. But you are being very independent. You're having to sort out all your bills and pay things for yourself. Nobody's there to support you. And also in your work, you're getting pressurized a lot. There's no support there as well. So you're pretty much standing on your own 2 feet right now and having to face the world by yourself. It is a very daunting task, especially if you're waiting for some kind of legal decision to come through as well. So what's happening with you? You have the Knight of Wands over here. So you might have changed jobs or moved home. So you might be working in a new city or in a new place. And that's why, you're all alone and having to fend for yourself. It looks like you may have moved. You might have done, maybe you moved home completely. You've traveled to another country, so you might be doing your job in another country and you might be all by yourself and having to sort things out by yourself. With this Knight of Wands, it looks like there might have been overseas travel, so you might have left your country of birth and you're going and working out somewhere else. And, that's why you're having to face things by yourself. This is a new situation and you're having to deal with it. So you've got the Ace of Swords over here, and you're trying your best. You're trying to put in all your effort and energy and thought. So you're very motivated to do this particular work, and you're all enthusiastic as well. You're trying very, very hard. You've started something new. There's a lot of problems in it, and it's a lot of teething problems. You can see the sword is surrounded by fire, and you've got a fire wolf over here. So the people around you are pretty aggressive as well, and you're having to stand up for yourself and say whatever you need to say, and that's pretty daunting, especially when if anything that is said causes a lot of upheaval or causes a lot of drama, or puts you in a difficult position. So you've been facing a lot of difficulties in this last few months, and there could be teething problems or settling into a job situation, those kinds of problems, or getting to know the people. But there's a lot of people that are very aggressive around you, and it's making it very difficult for you in this particular position. So on your mind, you want everything to work out. With the Empress card, you want new money to come in. You want to be able to, take control of situations. You really are worried about the money, and you want new opportunities to open up for you. So this has been playing on your mind, that you want the abundance to come in, and you want to take charge, and you want to be productive in whatever you do. You've got this big cow over here, so you are focused a lot on the money aspect of that particular work. So you are working pretty hard for that, because this is the card ruled by Venus, and you want that abundance, you want that luxury to come in, and you want some growth as well. So going into the future, you've got the Two of Wands over here. So this is, making plans, working pretty hard. You might be doing 2 projects because you're tied up with 2 projects over here, and you might be doing a lot of communication with people. So a lot of international communication, putting out a lot of emails, working a lot where you're talking to a lot of people overseas, sending messages or receiving a lot of information, and you're trying to find your balance in that particular job. So 2 particular projects are keeping you very, very much tied up, and it's a lot of planning, a lot of strategies, a lot of strategies being involved in this particular job that you're doing. Now there are problems. You've got a lot of clouds over here, but you are getting there, and maybe you're learning on this particular job as well. So what's happening with you? You've got the Seven of Cups. So you've got some kind of choice that needs to be made about what to do. So maybe in this particular job, there's lots of decisions that you have to make. You can see here, even with this Four of Swords, there seems to be a lot of things that you have to do. So you're multitasking, doing a lot of things at the same time, and there's a lot of decisions to be made, and you're really not sure about what to do. You've got a lot of things that you've got to get done, and you really don't know where to focus. So you need to get yourself in order, ground yourself, and prioritize. The most important thing here in this particular card of Seven of Cups is learning how to prioritize and deciding what is most important and deciding how to proceed forward. So you are in a bit of confusion at the moment. You're all over the place and you really don't know what to do next. And this might be because you've moved on to a new job. It's a new place. You're meeting new people. There's a lot of drama if you say anything, or if you're the new person over there, people are not really willing to accept you. You're not really being supported, and you've got a lot of demands and a lot of pressure. And beneath this card is the the high priestess, and you can see she's faceless here. And and this is like a new job that you have here. It's like people are not giving you advice that you need. So the high priestess doesn't usually speak. She doesn't say what she needs to say. And so the information that you want is not coming to you because people are not talking. They're not giving you ideas on how to move forward or how to get the job done, but they're making demands on you. And she's also very isolated. So maybe it's time, that you go out there and be proactive and collaborate or ask people how to do things rather than waiting for them to give it to you, because it seems like if you wait, they're not going to say anything and they're going to just keep having a go at you without actually helping you out, and this is going to lead to even more confusion. Now this is something new that you're starting, so you really don't know where you should be putting most of your energies. You're all over the place, so you need to actually prioritize, ground yourself, and ask for some advice. And you feel like everything is at a standstill. You're still in the dark, you want to move into the light, you're in a period of transition, you really don't know how to bridge this gap, and you feel very tied up and in the dark about things because this person is covered in a veil. So you're really not quite sure how to move forward. Now, you do want to work really hard, and you're a hard worker. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, who is a very hard worker. They might be slow at doing things, but they're very, very good and very, very thorough and very, very practical. So that is who you are, and you are ready to do this particular job. It's just that you need the support, and it doesn't seem like you're getting it. Now, you've got the Five of Cups coming in the future, the Six of Cups, as well as Temperance. So the Five of Cups is doing something that doesn't really work out. So, maybe if you don't ask for help, you're going to end up not achieving what you need to achieve, and there are going to be some problems that arise, some disappointments that come up. So that is why it's very, very important for you to go and ask for some help. And there will be help coming if you do ask for it. You've got the Six of Cups, so there's somebody around you that will be able to be very supportive, somebody that's friendly. There might be an older person, somebody that you can, somebody that's very family orientated as well, with the Six of Cups coming in here. Or it could be even a very good friend that you meet there. You might run into somebody that you knew in the past or worked with in the past, and they might be able to help you get the job done. You can see this little girl helping this little boy. So there is somebody around you that is going to be there to help, but you've got to ask for that help or go and look for that help. Make friends out there, maybe somebody of your own age group, and that person has a lot more experience though, and maybe they'll be able to show you the way. So you need to ask for some advice, or ask somebody around you to show you how to do things. Don't be too proud to do that, and find your balance as well. With the Temperance card, it's about finding that balance as well. This is also communicating. This job might be something that requires a lot of travel, because you've got the Hermes representation here of Mercury, and talking to people, using a lot of your mental abilities, and also using a lot of your experience that you've picked up and applying it to this particular situation. So this job might involve travel. It's something to do with business as well. So this is travel to do with business, and also, working pretty hard and collaborating with a lot of people, and a lot of international kind of work going on over here. But you need to find that balance and the middle of the road kind of thing. So ask for some help. With the Temperance card, is also about asking for advice and getting good advice from people around you. So there are people that are willing to show you the ropes, but I think you need to go in there and ask them how to do things. Don't just assume that you're going to be able to do it. It's very important for you to find some direction and ask for that help that you need, and you will get it. Okay, so I'm going to just draw some cards from the Think and Grow Rich Prosperity cards, and this is more for inspiration. And some cards from the Fairy Tarot cards, and this is the Oracle read. Okay, so the first card is Great Leaders, and it says, a great leader from the dawn of civilization down to the present was a dreamer. So have some plans in place before you start doing anything, and that is how you become a great leader. And the second one is desire. So you need to have that desire, and that makes great leaders as well. Having a plan, having a carrot to dangle in front of you, then you know where you're going, having a goal, set a goal. And influence, which says man may become the matter of himself and his environment because he has the power to influence his own subconscious mind, and through it gain the cooperation of infinite intelligence. So what this is actually saying is you have the ability to change the things around you. So if you manipulate the situation towards your goals, then you will achieve whatever your goals are. So you need to know how to change the situation around you and how to influence the situation in order for you to achieve the goals that you want. So it's not good to just be sitting there and expecting things to happen. You have to be very, very proactive. If you feel that you're not being supportive and you're being pressurized, you need to tell people. And if you feel that nobody's giving you any kind of help and advice, you need to go and ask for it. So the first card is the Two of Summer, which says, don't give up. Your relationship can be healed, and a resolution of a problem. So this is the Two of Cups, and this is really generally being read as somebody that you're going to come across or that you're going to meet that's going to be very, very helpful in this particular situation. Now you've got that Six of Cups and meeting somebody that's very friendly and who is going to be very helpful. So this person that you meet is going to be somebody that's going to be able to help you and get you through the situation. They're going to be able to give you that advice because they have a little bit more experience in dealing with that kind of situation. Maybe they went through it themselves, so that's how they know what to do. So you need to ask for that or look for that particular friend. And the second one is the Four of Autumn, which says manage your resources wisely, achieve balance in how you spend and how you save money, and help those out who are less fortunate. Now you've got the Temperance card over here, which is talking about balancing yourself. So balancing your finances, make sure that you're in balance. And with the Four of Autumn, it's managing your money. So don't be overspending. Watch your finances very carefully. And then you've got the King of Autumn, which says be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything is going your way, a good person or company to work for. So wherever you are, it might have been a new job and you're settling in problems, where you have to get yourself back, get yourself accepted by the group. But it is generally a very good company to work with, and you will end up enjoying working there. But make sure that you are asserting yourself and show people that you know what you're doing. You are going through a state of confusion, so you need to sort that out. Once you get yourself sorted out, then things will start improving. And the only way you can do this, it seems, is by speaking to the people around you and meeting people and getting their advice and listening to what they've got to say. You've got two cards of meeting people and listening to advice, and you've got the Temperance card over there that's talking about getting good advice from people around you. So ask for help from the people around you and you'll be able to get through the situation. So I hope that this works out for you, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.